Sorry. It's terrible, isn't it? We start off with a cough. Sorry. All right, we've just got one break tonight, and that is a case of Bowman Chrome baseball. But there is a little bit of information that we need to go over before we actually start ripping into things. So while everybody's getting here and getting settled in, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Feedback, I have that automated on eBay. And I do that really just so you never have to wait on me. That way, anytime you leave positive feedback from me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. So I get asked about that a lot. That's actually why we talk about that up front. And of course, the far more important thing is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me, keeping me company and such. We're going to take a look next at what is coming up here in the days ahead. No, I have the wrong tab, don't I? We should have been looking at it, except I still have it backwards. Come on, man. That'll mess me up all night. There we go. Now we're looking at what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night will be a case of XR football. On Saturday, we're going to start a little bit earlier than normal, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. There are going to be a lot of breaks that night, but none of them take very long. So it looks like a lot, but it's not really a lot. It is a half case of 5-star baseball, which that is loose boxes from a shared case for those of you who follow that sort of thing. Then we're going to do Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition, which we did last night. It just came out, so we'll do another case of that on Saturday night. We'll do the back half of Flawless Collegiate Football. I actually started that one right when it came out, and then to tell you the truth, I forgot about it, the back half of it, that is, until now. So, yeah. So we'll be doing that on Saturday. And more National Treasures baseball. Then on Sunday, that will be an off night. On Monday, we're going to do a couple of Gold Rush Series 2 autographed baseball jerseys. And then we'll do some Panini Illusions football with an inner case. It is an 8-box sealed inner case. And in this instance, it is from a master case. It'll be the first box from a master case. On Tuesday night, I found another case of Leaf Trinity football, so we'll get that on the way, and then we'll do Bowman Chrome again on Tuesday. So here's what you need to know. I am projecting what we're opening tonight to ship out on Tuesday, and yeah, I know that is a lot later than normal, and I apologize for that. Many of you probably know this, but we had a death in the family recently. I missed a couple of days of sorting and shipping. And believe it or not, you can miss a couple of days of that and it puts you off schedule for probably a week or two. So I'm trying very hard to get caught back up on that. In the meantime, things are just taking longer. So if I can get it out to you sooner than the date you see there, I will, of course, gladly do so. So it is going to be a 12-box case tonight of Bowman Chrome baseball. This is a full case break. It's break number 5, and it ended tonight on eBay, which is Thursday night, the 3rd of October. And, of course, that's our only break tonight. Team names there are on the left-hand side. Winning bidders are across from each team on the opposite side. Now, I've got one more little thing to do here, and that is me changing up the focus a bit. So I'm going to set the focus manually, and right now that means your background is going out of focus. But don't sweat that, because that is on purpose, and we're still going to be fine. You're going to be able to see everything with no problem. That's kind of just to make sure that we can see it all up and close and personal like. All right, give me 1 second here, and I'm going to get our case up. But I need to, I believe, get another little drink of water, or you're going to be listening to me clear my throat for the rest of all of time and eternity. So just 1 second, please. Yeah, I don't know. Allergy season is just about to get me this year, and I am trying for it not to, but it definitely is. All right. So let me get our boxes out of the case here. I just realized I don't have chat up either, so I got to get, you probably have chat on your side, but I don't have it up on my side. So I am just all out of sorts today, aren't I? A little bit under the weather today, too. I actually had to make a little run to one of those clinics, those little after your regular, like when your regular doctor can't work you in kind of thing. But they fixed me up with a bunch of antibiotics, which are probably why my head feels fuzzy. Because I'm loaded up on all kinds of medications. Oh, happy day, right? Okay, so I'm going to get chat loaded up here, and then we are just about ready to roll down the road here. Just as soon as I can get that done, we're going to be in business. Well, at least I hope it's going to let me do that. Come on, man. All right, I got to refresh it, I guess. Well, in the meantime, let's talk about what we're doing here. So we're looking for, there's two mini boxes in each of our master boxes. Each of our mini boxes is going to have an autograph in it. So basically what that means to you is that we're talking about 24 autographs in this break. And of course, we're going to have a lot of other stuff in here too. A lot of numbered cards, parallels, inserts, and various things. And when we go through them, the first box or two, we'll go a little slower and talk about that stuff a little more in depth so that you'll be able to get a feel for what's going on, and then we'll go faster through subsequent boxes. Now, of course, as you see, I'm taking all the mini boxes out first because I just prefer to do it that way. I'd rather delay the gratification once at the front, and then once that is completed, then we'll be able to just kind of roll on down the road, so to speak, once we get them all out of here to begin with. So that's the plan. It takes a minute or two. So that's the deal. I'm trying to completely reload my own YouTube channel at this point on my iPad to see if I can get chat to show up, because it wasn't. Now it is. Yay. Now it's here. Mickey's in chat. Hi, Mickey. Everybody's probably watching the playoff games. If anybody is, hey, I would like to know what happened there with Atlanta and St. Louis. St. Louis was on a huge run, picked up a lot of runs right there in the last inning. And I don't know if the Braves did anything in the bottom of the ninth or if they just ended up losing. Or maybe they're still playing, I don't know. Of course, meanwhile, the Dodgers had already started against the Nationals, and that'll be going on for a while, of course, Dodgers and Nats, whereas Braves Cardinals just about finished up. Maybe is finished by now. You said the Cardinals just held on and beat the Braves. Oh, that was 7-6. Wow, so the Braves did put some runs on the board there in the bottom of the ninth then. I think they were coming up to the top of the order. I saw that they were going to sub in Billy Hamilton, and that's the last I saw. I didn't see any of his at-bat or anything, but I think that would have been the bottom of the lineup, which meant you would have had Acuna and Albies, etc. coming up. So, so it sounds like that worked out, and they almost got there, but maybe not quite. Yeah, I don't know what happened, because honestly, the Braves look like they were in pretty good command of things. I guess it all kind of went downhill when What's-His-Head went out to pitch and then had to turn around and just walk back because he had a strained oblique. And decided he couldn't do anything, didn't even pitch one pitch. And then I think they got their bullpen all out of whack, and that's when, of course, Goldschmidt got that homer off of the guy that came in not ready to go, and then I think it just fell apart from there, sort of, for the Braves. I was surprised, though. I expected that the Braves would win that game. But, hey, that's why they play them, right? It never goes the way we... No, well, sometimes it goes the way we expect, but not always. All right, so we're about to get down to it here. And as I mentioned, we'll go a little bit slower through the first box or two just to introduce you to the product in case there's somebody watching who hasn't broken it. I mean, they're probably by this point, it's been out for a while. Probably most people have, but hey, you never know. And we don't want to leave anybody kind of in the dark, so to speak, going, hey, what's going on? We want to avoid that. Chris, you said it was 2 teams with no closer. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Of course, really, you know, what happened with Dallas Keuchel kind of messed things up, too. I mean, he didn't last very long today either, so pitching in general, I have to say, wasn't thrilling in Game 1 of that series. Stat Tracker. We will see a lot of these. The entire series refracts, which means you see the pretty little rainbow of colors, but they are not generally numbered. If we find one that is numbered, I will certainly point it out to you. Elite Farmhands, you've got the same situation. The series itself refracts, but generally is not going to be numbered. And ditto for the Arizona Fall League. Now, there are some Arizona Fall League alumni cards. We generally find 1 or 2 of those per case. And those alumni cards sometimes will be numbered. Not always, but sometimes. All right, we have got an atomic refractor, and that is Victor Mesa Jr., numbered to 150 for the Miami Marlins. So the Marlins get our first numbered card tonight. And right behind it, we've got a little gold shimmer here for the Cubbies. And gold in here is numbered to 50. Whether it is shimmer or not, it is to 50. The only thing that is different is purple. So purple shimmer in this set are not numbered, but straight up purple that do not have the shimmer are numbered to 250. Weird, right? And then we have a Cardinal. Speaking of our game winner, Austin Warner is the first autograph out that we see tonight, and that's for the Cardinals. Nikki, you said you got Oakland and then realized they didn't have a lot of autographs in this. Yeah, but you know, sometimes the autographs are not always the most important part. I mean, for sure, we like getting autograph stuff. But the one-of-ones and some of the numbered things and whatnot can be equally lucrative if you are looking to resell, which I think that's what you do, right? You buy them and resell them, don't you? I mean, you don't resell everything, but I think you resell some of your hits, as many of you do. I felt in here what I believe is our case hit, so I'm just going to go ahead and extract it. And that is headed to the Orioles. It is Ryan McKenna. And that is, of course, a little certified relic there, and it is numbered to 99. And it's Arizona Fall Stars. I didn't say that, but you probably, you know, saw that. And whenever you see that little sticker like that, that means that Major League Baseball has kind of kept track of that relic, if that makes sense. And if you punch in the little number, you can get all the info about where it came from and et cetera, et cetera. They just certify it to say, yeah, it was game used here or there or wherever. Our first blue, the blue in here are numbered to 150. That's Marcus Stroman. He's still a Blue Jay on that card, so of course that's where he's going to go. They're always going to go to the team listed on the card. And of course some of these guys have been traded since the card set was printed. The Rangers, that is green shimmer and numbered to 99. Krause, Hans Krause. And green in here, whether shimmer or not, are numbered to 99. Our next autograph out heads to the Red Sox. And the Red Sox have Danny Diaz for the autograph hit. Actually, let's just stack him down there. We'll leave that relic up there sitting by itself. It gets a special place of honor for being our case hit, doesn't it? That's my story anyway. I'm sticking to it. Special place of honor. Yeah. Well, I do always like pulling the relic out of here because there are just one a case typically. And not even always in every case, the best I recall. I think we've had a case or so where we haven't had them, but it's most of the time you have it. Autograph comes out early from this mini box. It is the Houston Astros and Freudis Nova. Ah, that was pretty, wasn't it? That only took me 6 tries, and I probably still got it wrong. Base refractors are numbered to 499. Even if they are signed, if they are a base refractor like that, it's still going to be numbered to 499, signed or otherwise. Of course, we could get lucky and pull red. We've pulled a couple of red out of Bowman Chrome cases. In fact, I think our last break we had one. But they do show up in here from time to time. We'll probably find some orange along the way, we hope anyway. Orange are numbered to 25. Yeah, Chris, Nova is a nice hit for the Astros. I just can't pronounce the guy's name. I always get really sidetracked trying to pronounce not just his name. I'm just terrible with name pronunciation in general, and I get them wrong a good amount of the time. All right. Stanton to 499. That is a base refractor for the Yankees, who will be in action tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be busy. There's 4 games tomorrow, starting at, I believe, 1 o'clock is our first playoff game tomorrow, and they kind of go every few hours all the way through the day. So Purple Shimmer, once again, are not numbered. Standard Purple are to 250, but Purple Shimmer are not in this set numbered. So the Twins with a little Purple Shimmer. Arizona Diamondbacks. Is that our second autograph out of that mini box? Or I guess we're on a different mini box, and I was just thinking we were on the same one. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Anyway, there's Perdomo, which, if you've got the Diamondbacks, probably makes you fairly happy, I would say. Geraldo Perdomo for Arizona. I know we've got some people that have been trying to hit that for Arizona out of a few different breaks, so it doesn't come out very often. At least I haven't seen him very often. May come out of other breaks faster, but not too or more frequently, I mean, but not too frequently in my own. Oh, I think I overdid it on my antibiotic because my eye's starting to twitch. I did take it a little closer together than they said to, but, you know, not by much, just by like 3 or 4 hours sooner. But you know what? I want it to work. So, yeah, I just front-loaded it a little bit. So if I keel over in the middle, you'll know what happened. That is the Cubbies with a Purple Shimmer. Yeah, somebody can call 911 and say I OD'd on my antibiotic. I don't think you can actually OD on antibiotic, but you know what I mean. Oh, we've got a second relic in here. Very nice. Don't really see that happen pretty much too much ever. And besides that, we also had a signature in there. The signature is a redemption. It's going to set up there in housekeeping. We'll flip it over at the very end of the night and find out who is on the other side and what team it goes to. We'll use the Topps website to do this. So this is also numbered to 99. We've got another Fall Stars relic. This one for the Red Sox is Bobby Dalbec. And of course, once again, Major League Baseball certified there. So very, very cool. 2 relics out of the same case. That makes me rather happy. All right, let's get our little redemption in the sleeve so I can write on it later. And again, it's going to sit right up there in housekeeping for safekeeping. Now that we have 2 relics, I'm going to stack them over there out of the way so we can use our space for other things like signatures. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that I haven't had another case of this where we've had 2 relics in the same case that I can recall. Now, maybe in past years, I don't know, but I'm thinking about this year, what we've opened. I don't think we have, so maybe we're going to have a lucky case tonight. What do you think? The Diamondbacks are having a lucky case anyway. There's Zach Greinke. That is numbered to 50 for the D-backs. Diamondbacks are a lot of times sink or swim too, aren't they? You either load up and get a lot of stuff, like here's another Perdomo. This is the base refractor to $4.99, or like you get hardly anything for Diamondbacks. There doesn't seem to be much middle ground for them. It's either all or nothing a lot of times. This is the Milwaukee Brewers with an autograph for Quentin Torres Costa. I'll rearrange my little setup over there so I can keep a few things sorted out separately. Allow us to recap them by having a little pile started for a few things. So if some of you happen to be watching Dodgers Nationals and you feel like every once in a while updating on the score, I wouldn't be too sad about that. The Indians, Francisco Lindor, base refractor to $4.99. Another purple shimmer. This one headed to the Toronto Blue Jays, Leonardo Jimenez. Followed by the White Sox to 150, a blue variation autograph for Feltman. Whoa, 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 whoa. Charlie Blackmon was trying to stick to the other card. That is weird. I don't feel anything on the back of him, but he was trying very hard to hold on to Pete Alonso there. They were having a little card bromance. I always show you the inside of that box. Some of you are probably like, why do you keep showing us the inside of the box? To show you that it's empty, right? That everything came out of it. Because every once in a while, there will be a pack stuck in a box that's made like that in particular. And if I don't catch it, you would certainly catch it. So that way, you know, everybody knows that everything has come out of it. So that's why I show you the inside of those empty boxes generally. The poor Oakland A's, Chris Davis to $4.99 base refractor. Their postseason woes continue. The Rays, on the other hand, well, they came out all right, didn't they? It's Brandon Lowe to 99, a green parallel. Buster Posey for the Giants, purple to 250. Yeah, how many years did someone say it has been since the Oakland A's won a playoff game? It's been a really long time. Of course, at least they get there, right? I mean, I don't think my Cincinnati Reds have been to a playoff game since God was a child, so maybe I'd rather be an A's fan. I don't know. That is a purple shimmer for the Padres, Owen Miller, unnumbered. For the Phillies, we have got an autograph for Luis Garcia. I did catch a headline today, though. I did not have the time to read the article, but I caught a little headline whereby the Reds said, oh, we're going to spend some money because we want to get back to the playoffs. But didn't they say that last year, too? I think they did. Because we were all thinking, oh, finally, they're going to spend some money. We won't lose 8 million games. But then guess what happened? We lost 8 million games. So I guess we'll take that with a grain of salt. And we'll see what happens. But I'll be anxious to... I can't remember where I saw that headline. I've got to go back and try to find that later, though, because I do want to read that and see who's talking and what they're saying. I hope it came from somebody who actually is in a position to know that that will be true, because we need to spend some money. One of the rumors out there is that we might go after Yasmani Grandal again. Of course, he was our player originally. Numbered to 250 for the Indians, Corey Kluber. Many, many years ago, the Reds had Yasmani Grandal. But he will be very expensive. I think I would rather spend our money on something else. We do have a red tonight. Yay, we've been lucky with red lately. It's first in the series as well, so it is number 1 of 5. And we're looking at Hans Krause for the Texas Rangers with a nice red to 5. So we like that plan. Yeah, maybe this is going to be one of those good lucky cases. We certainly do hope so, don't we? Base refractor autograph number to 499, Nick Green for the Yankees. Mickey, you said they're in a rebuilding phase. Are you talking about your Oakland A's or the Cincinnati Reds? If you're talking about the Reds, I used to say that until it's been so long that I don't think I can say that anymore. I mean, it's only so many years you can call it rebuilding. At some point, you have to just say, yeah, they're bad and you're not spending any money to make them better. So, yeah. But if you're talking about the A's, well, now that's another story. A's actually had a good season. It's just their bats went cold at kind of the wrong time. Most of September, and of course, obviously, in the game the other night, they just weren't hitting at the same level they had been hitting earlier in the year. But they got a nice little group there in Oakland, I think. Purple Shimmer, Dodgers to 250. That is Robinson Ortiz. And the Angels get themselves an autograph. Patrick Sandoval headed to the Los Angeles Angels. Joseph said 1991 was the last time it was the Reds year. Well, you didn't say the last time. I guess I inserted the words the last time, but you said 1991 was the Reds year. Yeah, it has been a long time. But whenever I feel bad about it, I just remember back to the Big Red Machine days, and that makes me feel happy, because that was my favorite Reds era ever, was the Big Red Machine. And that's probably because I was very, very young when it was the era of the Big Red Machine, and that's probably the other reason I look back on it fondly, because, you know, you look at it all very differently when you're a kid. But, yeah, I loved that era of the Reds. Eloy, 499, White Sox, base refractor. But one of these days, I mean, the Reds are getting younger, which is good. That will help. But until they come up off some money, it's not going to be vastly better. Carter Keyboom to 250. Purple. And truly, they really shouldn't even have to spend that much money if they can just figure out what they're doing. I mean, take a look at, for instance, well, really both the A's and the Rays. I was going to say the Rays, but it kind of applies to the A's too. Both of those teams are made up largely of, you don't really want to say rejects, but I'll say guys that maybe weren't on everybody's hot list. Guys that have been around the block, for instance. That's the Rays to 99. Brendan McKay. I like that kid because he's from around here. So nice. And look what they've done with that. I mean, their payroll is not that high in either market. They're both relatively small markets, comparatively speaking. And I'd say most of their roster, more than half anyway, is probably made up of traded players. Or players they got in trade. Alejandro Kirk. That is numbered to 99. It is green signature for the Blue Jays. So maybe it's not as much about the Reds not spending enough money as it is about them not having perhaps the right people in place to go out and get the kind of talent we need at a price we can afford. I don't know. Chris, you're a Yankees fan, but you live in Tampa. You said it's ridiculous how the Rays make every smart move. They have the lowest payroll in the league. I didn't realize it was the lowest in the league. I just knew it was low. And, yeah, you're right. I mean, they do have a great bullpen. And, of course, yeah, they are in the playoffs, you know, after beating the A's. So, yeah. It's crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's not the Reds' purse strings as much as it is whoever's calling the shots, maybe. That is Mr. Urias. I say it wrong every time. Padres base refractor to 499. Urias, I think, is actually the way you're supposed to say it, maybe. I've only heard it pronounced approximately 7,000 times. So I still, every time I try to say it, butcher it. Yes, that's your education dollars at work, America. To 499, Perez, Detroit Tigers base refractor. Now, really, it was just me. I should have taken a foreign language, and I didn't. I took Latin. Latin doesn't help you pronounce names, that's for sure. Latin doesn't help you with anything unless you're a lawyer or a doctor, which I'm obviously not. The Tampa Bay Rays hit with Moses Gomez. But Chris, I do like the look of your Yankees this year. Man, and you've got such diversity in your lineup. The Yankees were like Medusa or something. You could, you know, she had the hair full of snakes, and it's like you could cut one off and another one just grows back or whatever. That's how it was with the Yankees this year. Like, one person goes down injured, and they just throw somebody else out there who just turns out to be, oh, amazing. I mean, any other team, I feel like, that would have suffered the number of injuries that the Yankees went through would have nowhere near had the record that the Yankees came out of that with. I mean, they just had some really incredible backup guys on the roster. It was insane. And now that maybe not everybody's 100% healthy, but most people on the Yankees are healthy, man, you got to consider them to be pretty tough. But then you've got to look at the Astros and that three-headed monster of pitching that they have, and ooh, it's going to be tough to overcome that for anybody as well. The Oakland A's, number 299, it is Jamison Hanna with a green parallel. The Nats with Augustin. He comes out of here fairly often. Out of Bowman Chrome for the Nationals. Well, Chris, you're worried about the starting pitching. I mean, maybe a little, but I mean, you've got Severino back, so that's definitely going to help. And in this day and age, it seems like you can almost get by as long as you can get 3 or 4 innings out of a starter. I mean, you hate to say that, but it really kind of works that way a lot of times. And I do think you've got plenty of guys who can get you 3, 4 into 5 innings, and you'll be okay. When you get in, some of them may not go much deeper than that, but I think you'll be okay if you can get that far. But nobody's going to stack up to the Astros pitching. I mean, let's just face that. Nobody's got as good a pitching rotation as they do. But like anybody else, they can have an off night. So that's what you got to hope for if you're not an Astros fan and you're playing against them. You got to hope one of the big 3 has an off night. Numbered to 250. That is purple for the Blue Jays with a little Alejandro Kirk. Somewhere an autograph is lurking. It's another one for the Red Sox. It's Feltman again. I think that's a bookend of Feltman for you if you got the Red Sox. Get all this kind of consolidated so I can see what we've got left. It was all kind of consolidated anyway. I don't know. It was bugging me, so I moved it. That's the end of the story. It's the moral of the story. Mickey, we need to find you one with some ink. Yes, sir. I am working that mojo. We'll see what we can find for you. We will hopefully come up with something. I am anxious to know how Walker Buehler's doing tonight, though. He looked like he was going to start out pretty well for the Dodgers. He's a guy, honestly, who can be kind of streaky. Streaky's not the right word, but he can definitely have some off nights. But when he is good, boy, is he good. So I'm curious to know how he's doing tonight. Here's an alumni for the Fall League, and this particular one is Aaron Judge. As you may recall, I mentioned earlier, we generally find a couple of those per case. So I'm anticipating that we'll probably see one more. I don't think it's necessarily a guarantee, but I believe in general that's how they've been falling. For the Angels, base refractor to 499. That's Joe Adell. Nice prospect. Oh, boy. We got another relic. This is our 3rd relic out of this case. And this one is gold and autographed. Woohoo! I am feeling happy about this case along about right now. And so are the Red Sox. You have got a little Bobby Dalbec relic for the Red Sox. It is gold, numbered to 50, got the autograph and the relic, and those are kind of unicorns. Those really don't come out all that much. And now we're 3 relics out of this case already. Chris, you saw that gold edge. He's like, ooh, I want the gold one. I know. This has been a good case thus far as in terms of some decent numbered stuff out of it. And then the 3 relics, we got the 1 to 5. I mean, I'd like to find some big names in our signatures, although we've had a couple of nice ones. I'd like to get some volcanic fire maybe out of some of the ink before we finish up, but as a whole, hasn't been too bad. To 250, Austin Riley and the Braves, purple. To 499, the Orioles with a base refractor for Mark Trumbo. He's kind of the forgotten man. He didn't play very much anymore. DH, I guess, isn't he? I don't watch Baltimore very often, truthfully. I don't see very many of their games. Moncada, White Sox to 99. Ooh, we have ourselves more gold for the Mets to 50. You have got Newton Shervin or something kind of like that, or maybe not at all like that, but the last name is Newton for sure. That much is for sure. Next up, we have got a little autograph peeking out here for the Indians. And it is a refractor as well. So it's numbered to 499, Sam Hentages. So we have 4 master boxes left, basically, right? Because there's 8 mini boxes, counting this one. So that's the equivalent of 4 of our master boxes. So we're basically 2/3 of the way through the case at this point in time. 8 autographs left to find, and of course we've got a redemption yet to flip over that somewhere along the way will make somebody happy. We have pulled some other redemptions out of Bowman, but I truthfully can't remember who they are. I open so much stuff, it's hard for me sometimes to remember what redemptions come out of what products, so I can't even speculate on who that is. But hopefully it'll be good, whoever it is. The Yankees, a little purple shimmer for Nick Green. And the Indians taking home another autograph. Brian Rocio, perhaps? Perhaps not. Pronunciation, I mean. It's obviously the Indians. I'm talking about how to pronounce the kid's name. All right, what we got waiting for us in here? A little Danny Jansen base refractor to 499 for the Blue Jays. Something is stuck to the back of that. Yeah, that guy. Shed Long. He used to be a Cincinnati Red. Plays for the Mariners now. We traded him away. Justin Turner to 150, Blue Parallel Dodgers. He's on the roster playing tonight, so I guess his ankle is at least good enough that he felt like he could play. Purple Shimmer, Tigers, Kyle Funkhauser. Ooh, nice. Numbered to 50, it is Andrew Kisner with a prime autograph. That's another one you don't see super, super often. So the St. Louis Cardinals with a nice Andrew Kisner 250. I wonder what the odds are on that one. I'll have to look on one of these wrappers and see what the odds are to get the prime signature and to get the extra relic, autograph relic and stuff. I'd say it's probably pretty high. Let's see if it says on here. Have to peel that thing down. Oh, good grief. There's so much stuff on here. I don't even know. Yeah, there's weights. Prime. Okay, so the prime signature is 1 in every 1,282 packs. So that's pretty far out there. And then the Fall Stars Relics, that's 1 in every 483 packs. But of course, we got 2 of those already. And I don't see the other autograph relic on there offhand, but it's on there somewhere. Oh, Chris, you've got the Kisner? Oh, excellent, man. Yeah. That's why I was just curious what the odds were on it. So, I mean, I would have to do a little math to tell you out of how many cases that is, and I'm not really good with math out of, you know, on the fly, shall we say. And so I don't know, but it definitely doesn't come out very often. 1 in every 1,282 packs. So, yeah, there you go. how many packs are in a mini box? 6 in a mini box, so there's 12 packs in a master box. And then there's 12 boxes in a case. So is that 144 packs per case approximately, which means it would be a little less than 1 out of every 10 cases. So 1 out of probably, what, 8 or so cases? So yeah, that's a pretty good little hit. Mickey, you feel an autograph coming for your A's? We'll try it, man. We're going to do our best. This is Wander Javier for the Twins. The blue parallel to 150. The Astros, Abreu, purple autograph to 250. Brian Abreu. I suspect that the odds for that autographed relic are probably similar to the other one. I think they're both one in, multiple case hits. So both of them should command a little extra money as a result. All right, what we got coming in here? Hopefully something else exciting. So far, so good with this case. Let's keep it rolling for a few more little mini boxes. White Sox, Mick Rodolfo, 499 base refractor. The Milwaukee Brewers. It's not Corbin Burns, though. Like all year, every Milwaukee Brewers is always Corbin Burns, it feels like. Cam Rosener, or not even close to that, maybe. But anyway, it's a Brewer, and however you say his name, there he is. He's headed to you. We are making a dent in it. Getting after it here. Might be another atomic coming up behind us here. Yeah, so our second atomic refractor. Those generally I've only seen coming out about once per case too, but this is the second one. It is numbered to 150 for the White Sox with Zach Birdie. And that's on the that's on the Arizona Fall League card set. I hit the tripod, sorry. I was trying to reattach a piece of my little wrist brace that was flopping around and whacked right into the tripod. Every once in a while I run into it and it goes flying, like goes down in the floor. I haven't done that in a while. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Oh boy, let's find some wood, knock on it. The Arizona Diamondbacks, Christian Robinson, purple to 250. Texas Rangers getting themselves an autograph. If I can get the sleeve open, the card might go in it, huh? Mason Englert. Is that how you say it? Maybe. Maybe not, but maybe. Next week, I don't think we have too much coming out. I think on Wednesday, if I'm remembering correctly, we will have national... No, that's not right. We'll have Clearly Authentic Baseball, I think, is maybe the only release for Wednesday. And then Friday is Impeccable Football, maybe. It is 1-0 Dodgers, top of the fourth. All right. Oh, and Chris, the birdie is yours too. Cool. And Mickey said the Rangers have had some good hits in here. Yeah, Rangers are another team, kind of like the Diamondbacks in my experience. It seems like they either come out in little bunches or you don't see them for a long time. So that is a short print photo variation for the Padres with Urias. Uriah, whatever. God, why can't I say that guy's name? Urias. Okay. Purple Shimmer, Diamondbacks, unnumbered, which is Christian Robinson. And there is another one for the Cardinals. Happens to be Nolan Gorman with a base refractor to 499. Nolan's a good one for the Cardinals. The Nationals, Pineda, autograph. So we have 2 mini boxes left, which means we have 1 master box left, which is right about the time that we usually call out last box mojo around here, whereby we try to collectively focus our efforts and pull forth some fire out of here. Of course, in this case, we're talking about 2 of them, but that's all right. We're going to call it last box, even though it's really kind of 2 last mini boxes. We've already hit some nice things, though. That's not to say there's not more that can come out. We never call it the end of the road until we've looked at the last card. Purple Shimmer Tigers, Casey Mize. Unnumbered. Your number 1 overall draft pick. Whoops, that's base refractor to 499. That's Jesus Sanchez for the Rays. Texas Rangers, it's like right on cue there, Mickey, as you said there were good hits, and then we get another Texas Ranger come out, Eli White. So here we are at the time that we are entering our last mini box. So if we haven't found something for you yet, here is hoping we find what you're looking for in here. Well, everybody's got something by now, but you might, maybe you only have base cards or something like that. So let's try to get everybody something good out of here. There are still probably, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 more cases of this that I have hanging around that will get broken over the course of the next couple of weeks, hopefully. The Miami Marlins, that's purple to 250. Sanchez, Sisto Sanchez. A Yankee. Last autograph out. Heads to the New York Yankees with Michael King. Well, the last live autograph. We've obviously still got that redemption up there in housekeeping that we are about ready to flip over and see what we can see on the other side of it. But let's get let me get my little stacks lined up here that we are going to be recapping in a moment. We'll get that ready. And then let's flip it over and see who we've got. Ooh, another Yankee. Chrome autograph relic for Andujar. Yankees, that's a nice hit. Of course, he's, lost for the year, but really good young player. And I'm sure he'll be back with a vengeance, as they say, next year. Let me get the top website up, and we're going to roll over there and just confirm Andujar is a Yankee. I mean, he is, and we kind of know he is, but also I always put it up there. It's just how I roll. Oh, and it's a relic. I just now noticed that. Chrome autograph relic. So that's our second autograph relic out of this case, plus the 2 Fall Stars relic, plus 1 to 5. Not a relic, but a card to 5. All in all, this was a really good case, and that's a really nice hit, by the way. It was nice even before I noticed the relic part. That didn't hit me somehow originally. but now it did. Let's keep rolling here. Where are we? Did I go past it yet? I don't think so. Rookie autographs, prime chrome signatures. Where are you, little thing? Chrome autograph relics. There we go. Andujar Yankees, as we expected to see, but now we have seen it all official like on the Topps website. So yeah, this did end up being a pretty hot little case as a whole. So now we are getting ready to recap, but since we're done and now you can like decide to hang out or not, I do want to see if I can find on here what that chrome autograph relic, how frequently or infrequently it comes out. I still may not be able to see it on here. Oh, chrome auto, it comes out more often than I thought then, apparently. Okay. The gold one, which is the first one that we found, that's still pretty rare. It is 1 in every 1,748 packs. So it's a little more rare than the prime chrome signature. The regular chrome autograph relic, which will be the Andujar, that comes out once out of every 490 packs, which is still pretty rare, all in all. Okay, let's recap. So as we go through these, when you see purple like that, it is going to be numbered to 250. When you see just a base refractor with no color on it, those are to 499. That is a refractor and also a short print image variation. Atomic refractors are to 150. Blue are to 150. The gold are to 50. The green are to 99. The purple are to 250. We're not recapping the purple shimmer since they are unnumbered. And this time we only found one Fall League alumni in here. It was Aaron Judge for the Yankees. So I put him over there to recap him. Most of the time we tend to find two, but in this case we found just the one. And here's our handsome red card. We love our red cards. I do anyway. It is numbered to 5 for the Rangers. Another gold one to 50, and there's more gold. That's a shimmer, and it's also to 50, and there's our second atomic refractor. Now then, we have a chrome autograph relic for the Yankees, Andujar, on a redemption. It's going to look kind of like this, except it won't be gold. This one is gold, number 250. It is Bobby Dalbec for the Boston Red Sox. Couple of Arizona Fall League relics, Ryan McKenna for the Baltimore Orioles. That is numbered to 99. And then Bobby Dalbec for the Red Sox, very popular in here as far as relics go tonight. It's numbered to 99. And again, of course, Red Sox. Now, our autographs that don't have relics attached. We've got Yankees and Rangers, Nationals, Rangers, and Brewers to 150 or to 250. We have the Astros. Then this handsome looking card is Prime Autographs. It is numbered to 50, and it is Andrew Kisner for the Cardinals. And of course, he's also got a little inscription on there, which usually makes those things a little more desirable when you get an inscription on them. The Indians to 499, Red Sox, Nationals, Rays, Blue Jays to 99, Angels, Yankees to 499, Phillies, Red Sox to 150, Brewers, Diamondbacks, Astros, Red Sox, and Cardinals. All right, kids, that's the break. That's the recap. Let me get the spreadsheet information up here one more time for anybody who missed it earlier. We're going to take a quick peek here at when you can expect your items to ship and all that kind of jazz. So let's get that up here. Right now I'm projecting Tuesday. If I can get it out to you sooner than that, of course I will do so. Unfortunately, I'm still playing catch up. Missed a couple of days last week due to a death in the family, and days, and in other words, I couldn't do sorting or shipping. And believe it or not, when you miss a couple of days, it takes more than a couple of days to get caught up because you've done breaks in the meantime. And the next thing you know, it takes like a week or more to get caught up when unexpected stuff happens. So I'm doing the best I can, kids, and I am sorry I'm a bit behind, but Tuesday is the projected date right now, and if I can get it done faster, I, of course, will do so. All the cards ship, so everybody's going to get a package. We don't need to worry about consolation cards as a result. What's coming up in the days ahead? Tomorrow night, we're going to do a case of XR football. On Saturday, we're going to start early, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And we will open a half case of 5-star baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition full case, a half case of Flawless Collegiate Football, a full case of National Treasures Baseball. Sunday night is an off night. Monday night we'll open a pair of Gold Rush autographed baseball jerseys and an 8-box inner case of Illusions Football, which will be the start of a new master case. On Tuesday night, we're going to open a case of Leaf Trinity Football, which I think is the last of the Leaf Trinity. And then we're going to open more Bowman Chrome Baseball, another full case like we did tonight. So that is all the news to use here on my side of things. Once again, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a good weekend ahead. If I don't see you again tomorrow night, I hope I will see you again soon. In the meantime, happy breaking, and we'll see you the next time. Bye now.